Jared, when you look at kind of that game as a whole, is that kind of your ideal performance start to finish?
Yes, absolutely. Highly competitive, passionate hockey. That's what it was. And no passengers. I love the effort and the competitiveness and the execute from all of our lines, all of our players doing whatever they can do, playing as hard as they could possibly play in order to get us a big win. Like that was a huge game for our team because morale was kind of low coming out of the two road games. We kind of put things into perspective for them today, and we want to embrace this stretch run, right? That's what we want to do. We want to enjoy it. We want to embrace it. We want to use the pressure to push our game to another level consistently. And I love the way we responded today. From our goaltender out, exceptional hockey.
Was Val being back a part of that?
It was a huge part of it. I mean, if you look at the second line and their the pace, the ozone time, the scoring chances, I think he really helps those guys. Like he's the type of player with what he provides that I think is sort of like the perfect complementary guy for anybody, but for guys like Middlestead and Drouin. We've been missing that. And he made an impact. Like he's I think we had 9 forwards with points tonight. I think he was one of the guys that didn't get one, and he had a huge impact on the game. And that's just what he does. He's checking the puck back all over the offensive zone, forecheck, tracking, skating with it in the neutral zone. He's a net presence. He's just, he makes so much stuff happen on both sides of the puck that I thought he had a great game for his first game back. It's hard to come back after missing that much time and step in and kind of look like he didn't miss a beat.
It looked for the longest time like it was going to be one of those games where you guys could have had 3, 4, 5, but end up with 1 or 2. I guess when you talk about team morale and 9 forwards getting on the score sheet, winning, yes, obviously is the goal, but was it crucial for those guys to get on the score sheet?
I think it helps. It helps just confidence, morale. Like if you're feeling good about your game and you're playing hard and playing well, part of it is you got to get rewarded every once in a while. And that was one of those games that one felt like I thought we played a really good game in Nashville. I touched on that. And you just can't get them to go. And I felt like that in the first period and parts of the second. Like we get there was a rebound chance that we put through the goalie and out the other side. Nate shoots one, it leaks through him, stops on the goal line. Like things like that when things are going really good, they're going in. And I just felt like we were so close and so close. Blackie made some big saves at key times, but I felt like we could have stretched out that lead to 5-on-3. We get a couple good looks and opportunities. We hit some, we miss on some. He makes some saves, but we had a good. There was good resiliency there. We just stayed with it. I felt like our team never stopped working. The second period for me got a little bit. We had some ozone blue line turnovers. We had some turnovers high in the offensive zone that led. We got in a little bit of a track meet there, and then we calmed things down and started to get back to our game. But I like the way we responded out of some of those situations. It was a really good overall game for us.
Is that something you hope Middlestead can build on, not just playing with Val, but
and not just Mitty, our whole team, because I know we can be more dangerous offensively than we've been. Okay, so we've been driving home a couple different messages tonight, but I'm just from the eye test watching it. Before I meet with the team tomorrow, we were shooting the puck. Every time we broke coverage, we'd shoot the puck. And we had guys crashing the net. We had guys around the net. You're not going to track down every shot, every rebound to get a deflection, screen, rebound opportunity, net front. But if you do it repeatedly and you're doing it well, eventually you're going to get there. And eventually we did. It's a matter of getting there over and over and over again. And it's hard to play that way. But that's where the goals are scored, net front.
Can that help Casey's confidence?
Yeah, I think it can. It can, yeah, absolutely.
With Val, 2 months off, comes in like that, like we watch him spend a lot of time with Toby in practice. How important is a guy like Toby?
It's really important. Like, that was a position we added a few years back with Sean, right? And Toby took over for Sean. And, like, it's no secret, like 375 man games lost last year. We're at 257 after tonight or something like that. Like, it's a crazy number of man games lost. Guys in and out of the lineup all the time. So you're already missing the guy that's out when you're playing. And if you don't have a guy like that can just run them through stuff, get them game ready, that's dealing with them on all kinds of different things. And Toby played. He played a long time in American League, National League, and so he understands it. He understands the challenges that are coming out of an injury like that. So he's helping prepare him in all sorts of different ways. And if you're going to miss games, we're already missing you. And then when you get back in, if you're not up to where you should be and you're not game ready, then we're missing a party for the next few games till you get up to speed, right? And Toby's done an excellent job of getting those guys ready, so when they hit the lineup, that they're already ready to go.
Nathan MacKinnon scored his 100th career power play goal. How does he remain such a threat on the man advantage, and why is he so critical to its success?
Well, I mean, there's lots of reasons why. Like, number one, he's a breakout machine, an entry machine, right? Like, it's like, I've had this discussion before with a lot of people. They're like, well, he's just a 4-1 drop all the time to Nate. Well, there's some nuances to that. We mix it up with some different things that all kind of maybe to the casual fan looks the same. But he gets you set up more than anybody in the league, so why change it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's one. So you're already, draws on the right side. One area of the game that Nate's really improved is his face-offs. It's just like he's putting more importance on that, this year than other years, and he's winning lots, and it's leading to more time in the offensive zone. What I really liked about his game tonight, we know what kind of a threat he is when he's up in the umbrella, but I liked about the one tonight is him and Marty have been interchanging positions a little bit, and Nate goes right to the net. Look where he gets the goal. It's right in the blue paint, no corner of the net, and so I think he's adaptable, and tonight he moves out of his normal spot and gets rewarded for it because he does the right thing and goes to the net. There's a lot of movement on that power play, and the second power play goal, that's a huge goal for us, right? They get one off the face-off. We have a breakdown, but we bounce back with drawing a power play, and then be able to capitalize on it kind of secures the game for us.
Last one's with
Talking about I actually asked him about the fact that his face-offs have improved. Is that something that you had a discussion with him about, or is that something that he just kind of took on his own?
Yeah, no, I think it's like, I think you get playing, and sometimes there's so many details to the game and things that Nate has to be good at and that he focuses on, right? And yeah, I think it's just elevated desire in that spot. He's obviously got a great stick, and he's quick as you can be. So and he's strong. So that's what you need to be a face-off guy, and you work on some technique, and it's just extra effort and to get prepared to face centermen, and then to dig in and find ways to beat them. And that's a stat that you'll see will fluctuate a little bit, but I've noticed this year that he's been much better in that area, which helps us a lot.
Almost seems like when Nichushkin came in, him and Mac, and learning the system, were almost kind of stepping on toes a little bit too. That chemistry is since built, and they've had a lot of games to kind of mesh and work together. How important has that been, especially in a game like tonight, and then looking on moving forward? Well,
I mean, it's crucial. It's our top line. I mean, if they're not in sync and there's a disconnect, then things aren't going to work real well. But and they've had some so-so games since Marty's been here, but they've also had a lot of really good games and productive games. Like, the only one game that I didn't like them as a group was the St. Louis game since Marty's been here. And it's learning to not just play off one another and sort of learning what each other's tendencies are, but also there's just like Nate on the power play goal, for example. Like you have to be a little bit selfish, I think, in this league to score. So I want Marty to continue using his shot. I think he passed up on some shooting opportunities tonight in the slot that I'd like to see him shoot. And some of them were nice plays that just missed, but I think he got himself in scoring areas that he probably could have been a little bit more dangerous. And then if you got Cale and Taser and you're playing a lot with Cale and Taser, and say you roll into 3 high umbrella or whatever the look is, then you're going to need to make chances more dangerous. You got to go to the net. And, that's just what Nate did on the power play, right? Like Marty's up and they make an exchange and he goes to the net. And I thought Marty did a nice job of going to the net for Nate tonight and for Cale and Taser. So, it's kind of why I like a guy like Lecky and Val playing with those guys, because they have the puck a lot and they shoot it a lot from distance. And you got to, in order to make those chances more dangerous, you got to have a net presence and with 1 or 2 guys. And I think they're improving on that.